This might be this little drum here might be a little insignificant in the eyes of the student who will be looking at it, but it's very, very, very huge because from this drops, the largest stand you can produce a lot of money out of cooch, the largest stand. Now, cooch, the issue of cooch is becoming a little bit um, little in our eyes, and so this and many more other drugs that were being ordered were to replenish the supply of kush that they had in the market prior to the coming of this government. This government has been in the vanguard of going after interrupting the distribution of drugs like kush and other dangerous substances. And so from this intelligence I gathered today is something that I basically produce this stuff. This was effective intelligence. And before Fatty guys come up, I like to extend heartfelt appreciation to the folks at the Iron Gate, place, and the court system in what was our court system? The court to Broadway court system. The magistrate there have been very cooperative, and because that's the window we decided to put a lot of operation in, a lot of uh, agents been deployed in that area. So to produce this and to get to the lawyer, I mean, to get to the judge with such warrant in a very quick move is something that we want to express to him. And Fadiga and his guys have been very effective in going after this stuff, and things are getting much better. And so we allow Fadiga, this is your situation. Right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Today, honor the leadership of Director A.B. Kuma in our new effective drug strategy. We are making gains in the fight against drugs. We have changed our strategy, and now we are more focused on the distributor, the traffickers, and our search and seizure strategy has also changed. And today we are pleased to present this plate of high quality marijuana that was seized at the Iron Gate. And this lady is Jenehatu Bangura. She's a 50-year-old Sierra Leonean national who brought this into the country. She's Timini and Asian Abdullah Kurma was the arresting officer. To our robust search strategy, you are able to find these drugs, and hopefully she's going to be prosecuted and held accountable. We continue to fight this drug, and we encourage every citizen to remain vigilant, continue to support the drug enforcement agency effort. When you see something, say something. We'll keep your name anonymous, and we'll continue to work in this effort. I will turn it over to Director Kumar to explain or elaborate. You want to say anything with respect to this?
That's exactly what you have to say. That basically, I don't think that's all. I mean, you guys did extremely well, and I think this is the result of the level of the cooperation between the intelligent people and the operation people. And this is what we actually wanted to see happen. And I'm very glad that we are moving to the upward trajectory with regard in our fight. Um, this little stuff you see, so when you mix the adequate chemical in it, it gives you enough kush that can go for millions. And now the guy's stuff is going up. The kush now is going to 250 Liberian dollar from $100 since we took over. And so we're going out. We'll be there, and I want to commend you and your guys.
Thank you, sir.
It is something that will continue this fight. The fact that we got a little bit of budgetary allotment, and I'm sure we now say to the Liberian people that we are, like President said, we changed our strategy. The strategy is more intelligent driven now. We're not going for no more. And the guys in the ghetto folks are people that we look up to, but they're not criminal, they're sick people. And I'm glad that the rehabilitation process is going to take its course so we can go out, organize these places, and get the guys off the street so that our places are back to normal again. And I can assure you, with the level of arrangement we have in the LDEA now, a little logistical support we get, I can assure the Liberian people that we are going to go one step from where we were, two steps. We'll do it gradually. And the Fadiga said, you have to say something. You see something, say something, so that we can go ahead with this fight. And this is not just out of just blue sky. This is pure hardcore intelligence that resulted into where we are. There are so many other classifications we've done around the country for this kind of situation because right now the guys are looking for means to replenish their supply. So they're taking kush and drugs from all around the place. We've deployed along the coastal line. We deployed in other places. We are going to go after them by any means necessary. Thank you very much, Fadiga and you guys. And then to the guys from Iron Gate. Mr. Kruma, I don't know where you guys are on the Kruma from, but and you and your guys, I want to say thank you. We can't relent. This is the new DEA. This is not an old DEA. This is the new DEA. We arrest, we prosecute, we make sure we get conviction. We don't just arrest, take the drugs, and the guys go. The suspect goes. No, we arrest and take them. That's the only way we can set up deterrent principle in our country. And we have to prosecute by all means so that it serves as deterrence to the will-be offender that will be coming in. This will become a specific deterrence for this lady. She will get all kind of loans to it. Then there will be general deterrence for all the other folks who are here that the Liberia government has gotten a new dispensation, a new approach towards fighting drugs. And they will now be deterred to come over, and that's the only way we can make the game we want to game. Again, I'd like to say thank you very much, Mr. Fediga and your folks, and the folks at the Iron Gate. We normally when we do the kind of thing, if I got small intelligent money, I'm not gonna do it here. But right now, no intelligent money yet. So I gotta wait.
The institution for your name and the institution. Right. My name is Matthias Lamidi from Sky. I'm seeing 32 plates. Call these plates, right?
Yes.
What's the street values?
The street value for this. So what they would do with it, this is a high quality marijuana. So what they do is they mix it with all kinds of combination of drugs, and the street value could run anywhere between 15 to 20,000.
So this one is mixed.
No.
This is not mixed, but they use it to when it's mixed, the street value is that amount.
So what
20
happens?
USD.
Sorry, man, that's right. What happens to Madam Pandura? She will be prosecuted.
Yeah, on our law, section 14.85 to 89, she's going to be prosecuted if non-payable. Those sections, she's going to be prosecuted.
Has she taking ownership of the substance or she denied?
She's still ownership. She admitted.
Yeah, Masada is my name, and I also work for Sky Communications. Okay, the public would like to know as to when these drugs were arrested, and Madam Pangura from Sierra Leone, when did she get to Sierra Leone, Liberia, coming all the way from one other side to that of the Iron Gate.
At 6 a.m. today, we were arrested. And two sessions seizures were arrested, and that's how we found this job. 6 a.m. this morning on the transportation vehicle.
Around the Poor River.
Has this been her regular business that she does? Is she sick?
Yeah,
Since 2019.
she's been a transporter.
She will tell you, say somebody give you I bet you $1 to a doing on the way to see.
But for now, we will not advise you. Investigation is still ongoing, and practice will not advise any journalist to interview her.
You can speak to her.
No, you cannot speak to her.
Is she entitled to a lawyer?
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
her rights, everything will be accorded to her.
So, my name is Haji Masare. With the level of your intelligence, what can you speak to? You have the intelligence across the country to serve as a deterrent. And like you said, now push on the price of push or other jobs are going up. It is an effort by the LDEA that causing the scarcity.
Yeah, well, basically, uh, Chief, what will you deduce? If Kush was $100 the day we took over, and right after the day after we had a major bust, and then after several other aggressive moves, then we come to the scarcity that is involved in that. Of course, we see the level of aggressive posture we put up resulted into the but speaking about the intelligent folks, Fadiga just told you we calibrated our intelligent conduct, and there are folks now all around the coastal line, like in the interior, where when we came first, most of the guys ran off from a river into the coastal line. All right, but they didn't know that we were already a little one step ahead of them. So we called in the commanders and briefed them, gave them picture of guys, the notable guy we knew. So when they went, it wasn't a difficult thing to arrest them and bring them and then cut them right back. But then they have settled down. They've settled down now. They now realize that the specific deterrent that is established there now becoming general deterrent for all of them. And then the guys are now coming back, the chicken are coming back to roast. Now, this is a result of all of this is like by any means necessary. This side is in despotism set into a certain extent. And eventually, this was that. So when these guys got this intelligence, um, and Fediga said, look, I mean, I thought it was a goal as far as the search and seizure aspect of it.
So, Dr. Kumar, obviously you are bringing a whole new dynamism to the administration of the LDEA. What? Let's look at the update from your latest, operation with the breaking news of, the arrest of Japan. And the people will let you know because they are watching you now. These days, people just come in with drugs and the next day they are free passing. Why assurance?
Japan is still in jail, right? Japan is there, and the rest of the guy. What that guy I got from on the back road there?
Emmanuel
Diesel. All the guys were arrested, those are all hardcore dealers and pusher. And they arrested, and the good thing about it, and thank to George Willie, what's his name? George Willie?
Joe Baco.
Baco and Willie, right?
Yeah,
George Baco and Willie. Yeah. Now, that's a no-nonsense George. That's my kind of George. That's the guy who look at criminals. He goes according to the law. He applies the drug law to his letter, and he doesn't cut corners for you. And so thanks to him that we have this situation. None of the guys will see the daylight, and they will be prosecuted in accordance with the law. The rights will be provided. I've been to the court up and down with regards to guys asking for these guys to be admitted in bail. And we've gone through the laws and look at all of the nuances and everything. And they basically found themselves sitting down behind the bar in the central prison at this point in time. All we can assure the Liberian people that we've been asking for support. I don't know how much money they've given us yet, but we still operating, We know yet, right?
No.
We don't know how much that has been allotted to us for the intelligence. Actually, we have programs, just so you know. We have, besides the program of interrupting the supplier and the distributor and ensuring that we go after guys who are potential drug dealers or who are old drug dealers. The good thing about it, the old drug dealers are now fading off. Most of the guys fled. And then the guys that you've seen in the ghettos, you saw Fediga videos. He's gone in there, he's felt them, he's done a lot of stuff to them. That is to give them the leverage so we can have the welcoming situation into the ghettos, into those places. But we have the strong opinion that a robust rehabilitation process has to start, so as to get the brothers and sisters, and not even brothers and sisters, grandma and grandpa on the street there, get them out into rehabilitation. So once you find that, and luckily for us, we've gotten a lot of citizens coming up. A church grouping came yesterday and brought in a 60-bedroom house in the Kakata area that they're giving it to the DEA.
Because mind you, rehabilitation is part of our statutory mandate. So we are going to take that and go and packaging then and putting a cover letter on it. We're taking it to the Ministry of Health, the Presidential Task Force people. Ministry of Health is actually heading that. Then we'll also go to our boss at the Ministry of Justice so that we can take that leadership. So that's 60-bedroom house. That's about, you can you can take a lot of the guys out on the street. The good thing about it, the good news is that we can get the guys because it is voluntary, total voluntary situation, you guys. We're not going to force you to go to rehab. But once you are caught with drugs, you are a criminal based upon the law. Once you are a criminal, we have to prosecute you. However, because we know you have also got some psychological issue, we will put it to you to say, look, we can put you to jail. The law says we should put you to jail. The other side of it, based upon the president's mandate also, to help these sick brothers and sisters on the street, you want to go to rehab, we're given an opportunity. And the problem with this thing, the men are psychoanalysts. The problem with having those things, most of the guys got dual sickness. How you call it?
Dual diagnosis called co-occurrent disorder.
Co-occurrent disorder.
So what it is the mental health component and the drug addiction component, and those two things are dual diagnosis. So you have to treat both of them simultaneously in order to yield results. And what we have discovered, especially in the ghetto, the Penons, Benin, and Zimbabwe, and most of those areas, most of these guys have co-occurrent symptoms. So taking into rehab be a challenge.
Yes. Because the men are crazy. The men got some crazy tendency. Then you got the drugs inside him. So you go tell the man, just put the man straight into the rehab. Say the man are drugs in it. Then the man start taking feces, start rubbing on his face. Then you got problem. Then you're dealing with crazy part about the whole thing. So you have to now have serious psychology to actually go into the process. So, but for us, we want to establish the rehab center that all around the place. We give them actually the lessons and they go ahead to do it. But we're now going to tell our people to go now, find out if you don't have a psychology to actually diagnose these people, look at them, we're going to have serious problem getting people to actually opening their doors all around the place.
Back to our bosses here.
Yeah.
When I went to the health minister, I met with him.
What is
One
it?
of the psychiatrists we have here, the short guy.
The short guy, man,
We
yeah.
have here, and he's going to be working
With us.
With us,
Good.
With the health ministry.
So-
The health ministry to help us in that regard. But there's program in place. So before you go in, we are not going to talk in rehab. We want to conduct psychosocial interview to know where you are before we place you into the rehab facility. That is another component we will be collaborating with the health ministry to formulate. So it's in a pipeline. We're just waiting for, like the DG said, the rehabilitation facility. The good news is most of these guys that we have interacted with, they genuinely want to rehab. Most of them, I've not seen anyone in the ghetto or any places that we have visited that do not want to go to rehab.
One more. This is the last question.
Somewhere behind you.
Yeah, okay.
This is the last one.
My name is Alfred from Fabric. Now that you have changed your strategy, how is the level of support and collaboration you are getting from the community dwellers, especially community that host these ghettos in rural parts of Liberia?
Evidently, the support, especially with respect to social media, it has been huge. A lot of people are proud of our new approach, and the approach is simple. When we catch a drug dealer, we're going to hold you accountable. The user will work with you. We use discretion in our approach to dealing with you. Under the law, possession is a crime. Using is also a crime, but we're going to use discretion in dealing with, especially the user. We're not going to take them and just lock them up. There won't be any prison in a place that will hold these guys because there's so much. Drug is the killing in this country, so we can lock everybody up. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be working with the health ministry, the general ministry, the youth and sport, and the community as a whole. The community part in this is to tell us, we have had a lot of community members coming to us, showing us where the ghettos are in the community, pleading with us for to raid them, pleading with us for to provide support for those disadvantaged youth. So it's working, and they are very glad that we have resorted to empathizing with them rather than beating them, just reading and getting it out. So it has been positive for the most part.
Okay. On behalf of the leadership of the LDEA, we appreciate your presence. We want to tell you thank you. And we are at your disposal and will ensure transparency. Thank you. And God bless you.
Wow. You know, this is one of the first press conference.
Okay, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency arrested this lady with this huge consignment of marijuana, and this can be uh, reproduced into kush and other drugs, and its great value. But this parcel can be about around 15,000 Liberian dollar just for one parcel. Before you're talking about over 13. So we say thanks so much for watching Spoon TV. As always, my name